Certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Nurkic with the block. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Nurkic with the block. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Lillard outside. And just about a minute into the first quarter. That one good for 2. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Leonard against Powell. Outside Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up, and Leonard gets it to go.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And George gets it to go.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. Down low, Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. McCollum's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Doubled by McCollum. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. McCollum dishes to Covington. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Now, here's Lillard. 1:15 left to play here in the first. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 6 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lillard finds McCollum. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Such a wide open look. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, you have to be ready for this. Defensively, Morris has a terrific pull-up, maybe a better choice for him than taking it to the rack.
We got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. Back to Nurkic. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. And the shot is good.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
George dishes to Leonard. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trail. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to development.
I think it comes from being
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the small forward.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's man. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter, and it's good for 2. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clippers trail by 6. Shooting foul, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Simons, the pass to Cameron. Lets the three fly. Jones kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Shoots over Batum. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And they get it back. He can't hit that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Outside Anthony. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. Covington finds Nurkic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's George. Buries the 7-footer. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Now Lillard. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 7 points.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's a wrap with the third.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And it goes down 2 points.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Here's Beverley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot by George, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Wants to get it to Morris and does. Rebound by Nurkic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Lillard finds Nurkic. McCollum up top. 8 points for him. He gets that one.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Leonard against Powell. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Cullen passes to Covington. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Beverly. Here's George. And he gets the bucket. And that's 12 points for George.
They are just killing him on the interior. And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 11.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Ibaka is right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Simons. Here's Anthony. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jackson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that'll be 2 for... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Passes it to Kennard. Fires from deep. And Cancer pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson finds Kennard. Back to Jackson. Now the pass to Ibaka. Outside Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And so he makes both from the line. Simons surveying the D. Here's Anthony, and he converts the layup. Anthony's got 10 points.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Clippers trail by 7. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2-guard. The 3-ball doesn't go. Only his third miss in 9 tries. And now Portland on the break. McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard against Beverley. To the paint, here's Covington, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Clippers, they're shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pass to George, the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Basket good.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Lillard left side. Covington finds Lillard. 6 to shoot. Back to Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Top of the key. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
George looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by 7.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
3-pointer Lillard. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here's George, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. But they get it back. Pass to Powell. Fires the 3. Lillard finds McCollum. It's up a 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. From deep, George. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A three-pointer is right on target.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
A nice shot by George.
Capable of flat-out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Here is Lillard. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis. Here are the... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. It's time for the NBA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Doncic after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Yes, that goes in.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Dishes it to Lillard. The offensive rebound.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Doncic. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
McCollum, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Cauley Stein against Powell. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard against Doncic from 12 feet out. Kicks it out to Lillard. Porzingis with the rebound.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
To the middle. In the corner, it's Richardson. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Clock at 6. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot.
And no stranger to tough shots. A hand in his face, not a problem. McCollum, he's in his bag.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis, the three, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his third assist on the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Cullen passes to Lillard. That shot off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic left side. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Left block shot on the way. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Over Richardson. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Offline with his three. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic left side. Up top, Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard finds McCollum. Now, Nurkic, clock at 4.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Powell in a power forward position. Mavericks leading by 5. Brunson scanning the floor. Knocked loose. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, he just keeps coming at you. Hollis Jefferson, so energetic.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now here's Brunson. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's just too easy. He's got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Cantor. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Dallas leading by 5. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Kept alive. Marjanovic passes to Powell. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Hardaway finds Kleber. Dallas keeping it a while. A fresh 14. This one for 3. No good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Offensive rebound, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Powell. Back to Brunson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Simons, the pass to Jones, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. To the inside. Here's Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Simons. Now here's Powell. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Powell. Brunson up top. Back to Powell. And the shot goes down. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Gets a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 52 seconds left here in the second. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Jones, no luck. Mavericks leading by 7. Brunson, the pass to Kleba. There's the 3. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony leading the charge. A nice shot by Simons. Here's Kleba. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is 8. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Enes Kanter, what a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Trailblazers on D after Luka Doncic's bucket. Passes it to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Here's Cauley-Stein. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. And for Portland, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. The feed to Nurkic. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Right side, Porzingis. Back to Cauley Stein. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Lillard.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Doncic outside to the middle. Powell with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. There's the pass to Nurkic. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Back to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum kicks to Lillard. 1:49 left in the third quarter.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Lillard again missing for Dallas. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Count the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Brunson. Maxi Kleba is out there with Powell. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Brunson in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hardaway passes to Powell. Nice move. No good on the layup. Trailblazers trail by 7. Simons surveying the D. Kicks it to Cantor. Passes it to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Takes a three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hardaway for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got the lead up to 10 now for the man.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the pass to Marjanovic. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Kleba inside. Working on Jones. Powell. That's good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Cantor able to finish.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
And here's Brunson inside. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Kleba for the 3. Another 3 for Dallas. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Lillard against Doncic. Ollie Stein in the post. Passes to Finney-Smith. Nurkic trying to get open. They get it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. .157 left in the fourth quarter. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 13. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Richardson gets a wide open look. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Boy, good ball movement that time. Allows Richardson to get the good look on the jumper he wants. The pass was right where it needed to be.
In the corner, Powell with it. Back to McCollum. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Doncic outside. Pass to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Willie Cauley-Stein.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. The turnaround Jay. Dallas no good that time either.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for DA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. Buries it from three-point range. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big ticket items, your franchise caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Shoots from 14, and it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The three from Porzingis. That one misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Porzingis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Leonard inside. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Good on the bucket. Here's Doncic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. From deep. It's good from long range.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
George looking around. Pass to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
George against Doncic. Back to Richardson. Passes it to Porzingis. Clock at 6. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, George to the paint. He's looking for Leonard and finds him, and that one is good. Leonard's got 6.
Got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now, here's Doncic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Beverly. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Cauley Stein passes to Finney Smith. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that grade with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Leonard. 6 points for him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Doncic with it. Now the pass to Finney Smith. And here's Richardson. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here is Hardaway. Batum with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Out to the wing. Ibaka looking for an opening. Man passes to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Marjanovic. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Man. There's the dish to Ibaka. With the shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Powell kicks to Brunson. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jackson finds Kennard. From downtown, the rebound by Marjanovic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Kennard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Mavericks trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Porzingis, back to Richardson. Down low, here's Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. To the middle, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Fast break, Dallas. Out to Porzingis. There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Nice move.
You can hear the coaches from the sideline saying, stay down. You can't fall for the pump fake, but Porzingis adept at it there.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Fires top of the key. Inside, Morris. And he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Dallas moving it around. And there it is for him. And that's 11 points for Porzingis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
And it's tied up with that one.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now here is George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. He's got 7. But they recover it. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Here's Doncic. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 10 points. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And George with this stuff.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Doncic against George. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Marcus Morris picks one up there. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Dallas leading by 3. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. No good from outside.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Beverly the pass to Morris. Back to Beverly. Clock at 6 to the inside. Porzingis with the steal and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Doncic against Beverly.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him. I think Patrick Beverly, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Hardaway has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a three-point shot. Consistency would help.
Pass to George. The tray. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hardaway for 3. Stolen by Zubac. It's stolen by Marjanovic. The shot by Kleber, wide open. That one a little long.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's George. He has 5. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Batum. Kennard up top. Guarded by Hardaway. Out to Ibaka. Shot to stop the run. Powell pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hardaway for 3. The shot misses. Clippers trail by 8. Feeds it to Batum. Back to Jackson. Right side, Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway with a wide open look. Goes back up. Kleber, the pass to Powell. Now here's Marjanovic. The pass to Kleber. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Hardaway. Offensive rebound. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Mavericks leading by 4. Now Brunson. Pass to Kleber. Right side Hardaway. 4 on the clock. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Brunson kicks to Kleber. Pass to Marjanovic. And here's Brunson. Back to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Ibaka. And And the dunk by Jackson.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Brunson against Jackson. Passes it to Kleba. Just 5 to shoot. And Hardaway gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Beverly looking around, and there's the pass to George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. George has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. In the corner, it's Richardson. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Mavericks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Doncic outside. Pass to Richardson. Count that one.
Nice job by Richardson getting to the inside. High percentage play to the basket.
For Los Angeles, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's George. Morris outside. And stolen by Richardson. To the middle. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein stepping up. Huge.
George passes to Leonard. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And yes, it's good. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
George against Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. Lets it go. Rebound by the Clippers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Morris passes to Leonard. From the arc. Frames it from downtown.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Doncic outside, and they get it. It's hauled in by Zubac. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Now here's Beverley. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverley. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. 3 on the clock. It's good.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Beverley. Back to Leonard. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's the break. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverley. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Covington. The pass to Lillard. Over George. Second chance shot. Nurkic dishes to Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George passes to Leonard. McCollum with the ball. Up the floor. From deep. And no good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Lob pass to George. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And a little verticality there from George. Not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Cullen passes to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And here is Zubac. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. She's over Powell. Morris, no good. Portland trailing here. Fast break, here we go. And the basket by McCollum. 6 points for C.J. McCollum. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Zubac trying to break loose. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard looking around. He kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Here's Nurkic. Banked in off the glass.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And George, here we go. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up.
That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
No. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Anthony. Great D that time from Batum.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Here's Simons, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Simons, the pass to Cannon. Simons, surveying the D. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson drives in, out to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Here's Kennard after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Dishes to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. It's stolen by Anthony. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game-changing.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Everybody wants shooters like Kennard these days. Keep hitting threes, Luke. It'll earn you lots of dough.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Anthony. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Passes it to Ibaka. Down low. Man gets the bucket. Man's got his first 2 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Cantor kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Anthony.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Jackson. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo, and that one, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. George against McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 1. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Leonard missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Beverly with the ball. Now Covington defending. Outside, George shoots over Lillard. Here's Morris. They get it back to the left wing. Beverly the pass to Morris. Doubled by McCollum. Tries yet again. Morris, no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Leonard with the steal. Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They only had a couple of rough stretches and that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. The Clippers trail, and now the Clippers on the break. Here's George, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
And the Clippers call time here. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. On the wing, George. He's guarded by McCollum. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Cullen passes to Nurkic, kicks to Covington. McCollum outside. There's the dish to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's McCollum, and McCollum with the slam.
Got to push McCollum out of the paint. When you don't do this, you risk getting dunked on.
McCollum against George. Zubac's in the post. Working on Nurkic.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Zubac's against Nurkic. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
They get it again. Zubac's. And the dunk by Zubac's.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. With the teardrop. Cantor inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Cantor's got his first basket.
Strong finish by Cantor. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
The pass to Mann. Back to Jackson. Little with the rebound. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Little. That one drops. He ties it up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Right side Jackson. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Batum. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. Tries again. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
They set Kennard up so well. He takes a composed shot and drains it.
Hollis Jefferson in the post. Kennard covering. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Stolen by Jackson. It's stolen. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson has tremendous hops. We call those pogo sticks, especially how he just gets up so easy and takes it home.
He's off on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, up 2. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Luke Kennard. Fatuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Simons, the pass to Anthony. And the first one drops. So for the Clippers. And both free throws good for Anthony. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Beverly. Outside for George. All sorts of time. Off the left rim and out.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. The feed now to Nurkic. Nifty move. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The shot by George. Wide open. It's good on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Morris finds George. Wants to get it to Morris and does. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in.
He's not happy about the miss, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Lillard outside. Passes it to McCollum. Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. And another shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Leonard attacking. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss. And a wide open look for McCollum. First 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Powell with the steal. 3-pointer, Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. For the Clippers, Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And a switch here also for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 6 to shoot. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Portland grabs the miss.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Jackson finds Ibaka. Now Batum. Good D by Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell the pass to Covington. Ibaka against Lillard to stop the drought. Kanter dishes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. George against Lillard. Now, here's George. D right on him. And the layup is good.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Lillard way outside. It's money from deep.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
So it's Los Angeles taking. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Rip City. It's the NBA on 2. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Richardson. Porzingis high post. Doncic passes to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Powell kicks to Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And it's in there.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And they double up Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target from outside. McCollum finds Lillard. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here are the Mavericks now. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Now here's Powell. Passes it to Porzingis. Richardson with it. Doncic against Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And good that time.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Doncic with it. Kicks it to Powell. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Now here's McCollum. Lillard outside. To the paint. Giles the pass to Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Hey, yo, right here.
Doncic against Lillard. Fires from 14. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Portland making their last shot. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. Buries it down low. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's McCollum. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Here is Lillard, and the shot goes in.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
It's all tied in Portland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Greg, we know many guys.
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Here's Brunson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Cantor kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Cantor. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Portland again missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Cantor dishes to Anthony. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Little. Tight defense on him. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Mavericks leading by 3. Brunson with it. Cantor covering. Brunson the pass to Kleba. Connects from three-point range. Kleba's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball. And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Clock is at 3. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6 to the inside. Shot's good by Anthony.
That's what you call filling the lane to perfection. Anthony with the quick hitting bucket.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Anthony. Passes to Simons. Down low. Little dishes to Carmelo. Shoots over Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, that's part of any great scorer's arsenal, the ability to create contact and get to the line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Little. McCollum's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Doncic against Lillard. And that one's good. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. And the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Powell pulls it in. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-4 run. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
3-pointer, Lillard. Nurkic finds Lillard. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 9 points.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Powell's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Richardson against McCollum. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nurkic with the steal. From past the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Lillard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now the dish to Carmelo. Shoots over Powell. Powell, no one around him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Richardson the pass to Powell. Now Porzingis. Pass to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And that one, good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Powell against Anthony. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Misses the 3. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lillard misses. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Anthony right side. Dishes it to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Anthony, the pass to Pop. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Passes it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Lillard against Doncic. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard against Doncic. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Dallas. They're on a 10-2 run here. Steps back and fires. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
That shot off the mark. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Marjanovic is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Brunson finds Hardaway. Back to Brunson. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Cauley Stein dishes to Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
No good on that one.
Shooting from Portland, Anthony Simons. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now here's Brunson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Simons, the pass to Kanter, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. Doncic with it. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
To the wing right side. Simons surveying the D. Offensive rebound. Hollis Jefferson passes to Collins. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons. And Kanter wide open. He shoots. Portland again missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Back to Doncic. Outside for Porzingis. Doncic outside. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Second shot opportunity. Good as the jump shot falls. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Count it. Kanter's got 4 points this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. Porzingis high post. And he makes good on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, he has such a great feel for what the defense is conceding. And Kristaps Porzingis makes a nice play on the inside.
Pass to Simons. He kicks to Kanter. For the 3. And it's Simons missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that's an intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson outside. Doncic against Lillard. Kicks it out to Richardson. Foul, the pass to Richardson. Here's Doncic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
Lillard attacking. No good on that one. And here is Hardaway. Richardson outside. No good on the triple. One-on-one here. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
So we see the Mavericks take. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. And the shot is long. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Finney Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this one. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
The shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Richardson the pass to Powell. Right side, Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is George. To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Finney Smith passes to Richardson. Over Beverly. The shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Morris inside, guarded by Powell. It's tipped and stolen by Richardson. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Beverly finds George. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's George, following the score by Josh Richardson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Back to George. Good work defensively by Richardson. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Passes it to Powell. Richardson kicks to Powell. Deflects the pass, and that one goes out of bounds. He's touched by Zubac.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. And the defense
get scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. The shot by Kleba, wide open. They grabbed their own miss. Marjanovic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Kennard. Six on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Doesn't go for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 5. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players.
You know, this game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Patrick Patterson, Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. From outside, off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Kleba against Rondo. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marjanovic. Rebound by the Clippers. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. George looking around. Over Cauley Stein. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Beverly dishes to George. Back to Beverly. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Beverly.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
It's to Hardaway. Morris comes over to help. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
It's his first trip to the line.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Shoots the three. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Moving it up. Powell with the steal. Here's Porzingis. They get it back. The shot misses. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. From deep, George drills it from outside. George has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
They need this one. And it's Doncic missing. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Clippers with the ball. Outside Leonard. Now the pass to Zubac. Over in the corner, Beverly. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Stolen by George. Pass to Zubac. Fires for 3. And it's Beverly missing. Mavericks trailed by 4. The slam dunk by Richardson.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. George way outside. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Doncic against George. And the shot goes in.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
George passes to Leonard. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Beverly's got... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Patrick Beverly. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got 7.
I love that catch and shoot. Defensively, you've got to close hard. Josh is dangerous in that area.
A 3 from Leonard. Pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Goes up on the block. Good on the shot. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. And the layup falls. Hardaway has got his second bucket.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Hardaway against Kennard. And Ibaka slams it in.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Runs in the pass to Hardaway. For the tie. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Out left to the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Ibaka outside. Tries from 16 and misses it off the right side of the rim. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Beverly, the pass to Mann. Beverly against Brunson. Patterson off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jackson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to. But let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. And Kleber now top of the key. Three-pointer gets the three-pointer to fall. Kleber's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Marjanovic with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Kleber, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Fires it up. The Clippers rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 2. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Kennard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Mann in at the 3. Kleber with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clippers trail by 4. There's the pass to Ibaka. To Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson against Brunson. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Up top, Marjanovic. Patterson defending. Here's Brunson. The Clippers grab the miss.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Patterson passes to Jackson. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Over George. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break to tie it up. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's all knotted up.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Powell. Doncic outside. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George passes to Zubac. Shoots over Doncic. And that one is good from Zubac. And the Clippers lead by 2. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. This is to Powell. Doncic against George. And the rejection by Zubac. Powell trying to free himself up. Doncic, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Out to Morris. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Jackson down low. Richardson covering. Here's Morris. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
And here is Doncic. To end the run. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis on the foul.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. On the wing, Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Zubac.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Richardson, no luck. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard looking over the floor. Zubac trying to break loose. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Bye.